Hey there my friends, Kevin Steinman here, coming at you with Crypto Daily News. This is episode number 42. The date is November 16th, 2018, and I just have a handful of cool things to share with you guys today. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The first thing is actually the crypto initiative donating Monero to bail out immigrants on ICE detention. And if you're not quite familiar with what ICE is, essentially it's the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. However, the way they handle things is essentially pretty unethical if you think about it. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys exactly what the case is and how they work. That way you can get a better idea. Essentially, ICE is a law enforcement agency of the federal government in the US. The mission is to monitor cross-border crime and illegal immigration. In 2017, the agency conducted 143,470 overall administrative arrests, 92% of which resulted in a criminal conviction or a pending criminal charge. So, in ICE detention, people are required to pay an immigration bond in exchange for their immediate term release. Although statistically, only 47% of those in detention are given a good bond hearing. Those who cannot afford to pay the bond, or who are not granted a bond at all, must wait for their court hearing while detained, which could last from months to years. So essentially, you have people who are coming into America. Sure, they may be illegal immigrants, but they're just trying to make an opportunity for themselves. They're getting detained and fined and trapped into these detainment camps. This is pretty similar to what was happening during the time of World War II, of what America was doing to the Japanese. And essentially, if you think about the fact that they're required to post this bond and bail just to get out, even if they're not convicted of anything, this is very much like extortion, if you think about it, and especially in my eyes. But I also want to talk about something that Tron is doing. So Tron recently launched an accelerator program for dApp developers who want to actually build on their protocol. The initiative aims to facilitate consumer adoption of blockchain technology through Tron's ecosystem following the recent acquisition of a peer-to-peer file sharing service, BitTorrent. Now, I actually thought when that happened that was something huge, and I think it will turn into something huge in the future. But since all the markets right now are currently down, it may not look like much is going to happen there. But let's go ahead and talk about the markets themselves before I jump into a few more things. Currently, we have Bitcoin at $5,589. We've got Ethereum at $175, EOS at $4.59, Litecoin at 42, and we have XRP, aka Ripple, at 47 cents. Now, earlier this week, Bitcoin actually went up to about 6,500 and crossed that line, but it's clear that it didn't stay there. And of course, that's the issue with the way markets work, is that they could appear to be on the rise and you think that this bull run is finally coming, but in the end, the price will show what is happening. Based on what I can see on the charts here, on the daily, the H4 and the H1 candles, I don't think that the price is going to drop anymore below what has seemed to be the lowest at $5,200. It's currently again at over $5,500. But when it hit that 5,200 mark on the hourly chart, you can see that there was actually a green candle that immediately reversed the price, and the next low after that was actually above the previous low from when it went down. So in other words, the price never returned back to continue trending downwards after it hit the 5,200 level. It came back to the 5,500 level, and now it's sitting there consolidating. It's looking more bullish than bearish, but time will tell as to what actually happens in the near future. So let's go ahead and talk about a few more things, and then I'm gonna have to touch base with you guys later. Third thing I want to talk about here today is related to those who were affected by any of the fires in California. So my town, actually, Paradise, California, was burned down completely. The entire town of over 26,000 people had to be displaced. There's been over 12,000 structures that had been destroyed, and essentially the town is like a wasteland. So Crypto Daily News is vowing to donate up to 10 million of their CDN tokens to any fire victims. All they have to do is email news@cryptodailynews.online with their Ethereum public key, as well as the damages they estimate took place, and we will do our best to help them. The fourth thing I want to go over is that there are some new career opportunities with CDN. Since we are now a exchange listed token, there are some different opportunities and positions open right now. If you go to cryptodailynews.online/careers, you will see those positions and you can simply email us to learn more. Lastly, as I had stated just earlier, I think the markets are likely going to pick up here. I don't expect them to continue going down below the 5,200 level for Bitcoin at least. As far as Ethereum is concerned, I haven't looked at that just yet, but since most of the major cryptocurrencies follow Bitcoin, it would make sense that if Bitcoin continues to rise and Ethereum is following it, it will do the same. So in any event, I hope to talk with you guys soon. There's a lot more exciting updates coming, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Take it easy. Without even trying, how did it